Good morning. Yes, it's 20 minutes to 12, so it is still morning. And Buzz, I'm wearing black today. Yesterday I wore yellow, but I didn't make a video yesterday. I have a lot of t-shirts, but a lot of times I just go in the drawer and I have several reds, I have 3 or 4 blues, I have, so I usually grab it and I don't pay attention. I just stick it on and I'm on my way. Today, I'm going to be trying to install Windows 7 disk. It just came in from Steve, and we're going to put it in. Steve also supplied me with the drivers for this machine on a disk, so on another disk. That is great help. Very, very helpful. Because when it comes to installing drivers, I'm not good at it. Unless there's complete instructions on how to do it, I never have any luck. I also downloaded but did not put it in is Urban 2, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Linux, by Alex, one of my viewers. And he wanted me to try it out in here. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to mess up the hard drive, because then I'd have to pull the hard drive out, put it back on my Windows 7 and do the whole formatting thing and everything all over again. But what I did try to do is I have a Dell D600 down here which has Windows 2000 on it. I put that in that. It would not boot up, it just started Windows 2000. So, okay, so then I went into the CD drive and I saw Urban New, whatever the hell you call it, and it says install. Well, I clicked out of that very quickly. So you have to install this. I'm not going to do that, because that would modify the hard drive. And the Windows 2000, which I keep in the shop here, is okay for PDF files and reading tube manual books and stuff like that on it. So I'm not going to mess around with the computer with this. Maybe if I get an old junk computer, I might try it. But I'm not going to, because that would mean I'd have to pull the hard drive out of here, because it's going to screw up the partitions or whatever's in here now, and mess it up. There is no option to try it. I'm not going to put it in here and mess things up. That's me. So you got to understand, that's me. So what I'm going to do now, and I better take a look and see if I'm still recording. Yep. What I'm going to do now here is lay this down, because this has got one of these vertical. Can't even open this cover here. It's got a vertical CD drive, and I don't like vertical CD drives, so what I'm going to do is to run it this way so that the CD will come out and it'll be flat and gravity will keep it down on the drive, and that way I can put my keyboard up here, letting some ventilation, not blocking that. So now I got the keyboard up. I have a USB mouse, but without an operating system, the USB mouse isn't going to work. So let me I can put that up underneath there. Not much of a mouse pad, but it's all I've got out in the shop here. Let me, maybe a piece of paper will be better. I put the Motorola meter back until I can get something I can put in there for a battery. So it's up on the shelf here. We got a little more room. I just need to put things away. I made another set of test leads. Now I got 3 of them, because I ordered 2 more banana plugs, the Pomona ones, from the same seller. So now we get the cord All right, I got you a little closer here, but you can probably see what I got here. And what I got to do is turn this on, put the disc in, and then turn it off. And what did I do with the disc? There they are. Okay, here I have the E-Machine drivers from Steve, and the Windows 7 64-bit disk, and with Service Pack 1. The first thing I'm going to try to do, you notice I say try. Okay, let me see if I can put that in, close that, turn that off. You got to turn the power on in order to have the disc. Now we're gonna look for my glasses here. Here it is. All right, put the power on. Now Steve says this should just come right up. We'll find out. Okay, press any key to boot. Well, it didn't stay on long enough for me to read it. Okay, Windows is loading files. Okay, that's encouraging. I don't know if you can see that at all up there. I'll have to take you off the tripod here. What I hate about this is you go through so much, and then when it comes to the key, if you don't get the key number right, all your work you went through to do it is null and void. All right, we're gonna, it's going. It's not too dim, but it's not as bright as I like it to be. All right, we'll wait till it comes to the end here, and then if it takes too long, I'll stop and come back on it so the video isn't too long here. It's miserable weather, I'll tell you. This rotten, hot, humid weather's back again. I hate it. Last few days have been terrible. I'm running the air conditioner in the shop here. Alright. I wonder. Yeah, the mouse is working. Alright. Hang on a minute. Alright, so that's what we got. What to know about installing Windows? Restart your computer. Install now, I guess. I click that. All right. Steve helped me a lot on the phone and told me what I had to do. And he explained it pretty thoroughly, and so I can understand it. And sometimes you get an operating system that doesn't have the, I guess, the self-installer in it. Alright, I accept. When you get that, then you can't do anything with it. Well, I mean, the last time I tried to do anything, I had somebody help me on the phone. Hang on a minute, I got some reading to do and I can't quite tell what that says. Now I'm stumped. Upgrade to a newer version of Windows. Well, I assume there's no Windows on this hard drive, but this one's highlighted. This is the custom. Now, I'm afraid if I click on this, it might give me a whole bunch of options, and half of them I wouldn't understand what they mean. But it's been about a minute, and it's still sitting on 0. Expanding Windows files, and it's still sitting on 0. So whether it's doing anything or not, I don't know. There's no activity light on the CD drive either. Usually there's a little blinking light. There's no activity light here for hard drive, so I have no idea if this is doing anything. Well, we'll come back in about 5 or 10 minutes, and sooner if I see something going on here. Right, Steve. Yeah, it just went right. I clicked on custom, and it went right to installing Windows, expanding Windows files, but it's sitting on 0. It's not doing anything other than a little dash that is flashing on, right after. Well, now it went to 1%. It just moved to 1%. It's been about, I don't know, the length of time I talked to you, plus about 5 minutes. So it gets it doing something, but it's only 1% right now. But at least it was sitting on 0 for the longest time. So I guess it's doing something, but there's no activity light on the no activity light on the computer whatsoever. There's no hard drive flashing light. Okay, I just got off the phone with Steve. Been on about 10-15 minutes here, and now I'm at the point here where I gotta type in. So I gotta put you down on a tripod probably. Type a computer name, type a username. We'll type in Bill. I didn't get to the key code yet. Now, Steve tells me you probably have to be online before you can type in the key code, the Windows key, so it can be activated. But he's not, I don't think he's 100% sure, and he said you could try it and see what happens. We didn't get to that screen yet. OLDBILL. We'll call it, the computer name is Old Bill. Some characters are not valid. I don't know what they mean by that. I'll just leave the computer name off, that's all, if it doesn't. I better put a space in there, and it keeps taking the space away. Computer name, Old Bill. OLD in capital letters, space, BILL, but the damn, it won't. I don't want a password. Type a password. I don't want a password. The product key similar. Okay, here's the product key. You can find your product key and the label included in the package that came with it. The key code must be similar to this. automatically activate Windows when I'm online. Dashes will be added automatically. Okay, well, I guess I can skip this, Steve says. But why can't I put it in now? Alright, it took me about 5 minutes to type that in because I have to double check and triple check because I do a lot of typos, a lot. So I typed it in and I gotta hit down here to get it in. Doing its little circular. It says activate Windows when I am online. That box is checked over here. Now, there is a possibility that I may have to skip that and do that when I can bring this into the house to get internet connection. Well, I can't set the time. I got 12:54, it's 12:33 p.m., so it's fast, but I can't set it. I can't. The cursor's flashing right here, but I can't set it. Nothing. Type in nothing. I have trouble with these things all the time. So I'm going to have to just click next. Time is off. There's nothing I can do about it. I have more trouble with that because you can't change it. You can change the AM or PM, but you can't change the clock. I have the same problem with my tablets. The tablet, it's online. It's supposed to correct automatically, but it doesn't. So I got 12:55 p.m. 7/12/2017, but it doesn't match my phone here. My phone is 12:35 p.m. Wednesday, July 12th. And this is 12. I can't see that. 12:56 p.m. I think. Oh, it's so faint. A light gray taskbar is fine, but I need black letters to bring it out, and that's another thing that I can never change either. Alright, I'm apparently not online. So Steve said to put the drivers in, so that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, I got the disc ready to go, the drivers, and the graphics, video graphics is right here. It's AMD Radeon something or other HD. Okay, so he said the AMD drivers. Okay. Open file to view. Open folder to view files. There's a damn mouse here. Okay. Alright. And he says he unzipped all these, and these are executionable files. Chipset. He mentioned something about chipset. I don't know about chipset. I'm going to have to call him again. No, he said there should be a LAN and a WLAN. I only see two WLANs here. I have no idea. But these are the drivers for this model. How am I supposed to know what I got in here? Maybe I'll just install them all. Folks, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's face it. It's frustrating. I can't even set the damn time on the computer. I never could. If it's done automatically on the internet, that's fine, but I can never set them because you've seen what time is off by about 10-15 minutes fast. USB, VGA, AMD on board. All right. There's two of them. Get the cell phone out again. All right. I got, I think, most all the drivers in. And they're supposed to have wireless, but it has nothing that I can. But there is a driver for the wireless, and I put it in. There's two of them. The WLAN Ralink, R-A-L-I-N-K, RT2870 went in. The other one didn't have an XE on it, so it didn't work. And one of the two USBs, the top one, the USB ETRON, bunch of numbers after it, which I didn't bother writing down, would not go in. Didn't have an XE file in it. The USB RENESAS went in. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing on this. But anyways, Windows has to be activated, and there is no internet or wireless. And I don't think this computer has wireless. It would have mentioned it right here on these on this. So it don't have wireless on it, so it would need a dongle, which I'd have to go and get. Clicking on this, I can find my mouse pointer. This is what it shows here. Now that's not saying anything about wireless. So I think this is where the Cat 5 goes. It doesn't really say. It just has an X to it. So I'm assuming that that's not a wireless. There is no other thing on the bottom here. So I didn't think that this computer had wireless. Why it would have a wireless driver, I don't know. But it does not have it in there. If it did, it would have a little antenna in there somehow, and I didn't see anything in there. So that's it on this. I have to bring it inside and pull out my desktop computer and hook the Cat 5 to it, and then see if I can get it activated. Okay, I just want to jump back in here. And everything's working good. This has been updating now since 4 4:54 p.m. It is now 8:53 p.m. It's doing, it's got 145 of 190 updates that it's installing now. And everything is working good so far. But this is tying up. I got my main computer unplugged, and I got this one laying on the computer desk with my little monitor that I had in the shop and the keyboard that I had in the shop. So I'm not able to get online tonight. This does not have wireless, so I had to pull out the Cat 5 wire out of the back of my desktop and plug it in here. So I'm going to be behind on my comments. And this is Wednesday night now, so I'll probably be able to get back on Thursday if all goes well. But we gotta do all the updates on this first, because I can't do them in the shed. And until I get a dongle, hopefully a wireless dongle that will work that distance. So that's the update. The computer seems to be doing fine, and we're just waiting for these updates, and that takes a very long time. I have 190 updates all total, because this is a fresh install. Okay, so that's it. Have a good night, everybody, and if all goes well, I'll be back on Thursday.